I just think having new clubs is stupid. It's just the stupidest thing you can do. So
new clubs are stupid.
I even hate playing with a new ball on the first tee. Even in tournaments, I try to find the dirtiest ball in my bag. It's just stupid. It's a stupid thing having new clubs.
That's going to be the title of this episode, Stupid Ass Clubs.
Stupid ass clubs.
Back with you, Beyond the Fairway, man. Good to be back with Will Lowery in here. It is a Masters week. Will, Masters week. Some people think it's a little racist. Yeah, this tournament is still called the Masters. All the courses that used to be called Plantation no longer exist. What's that right there? What you got?
Yeah.
What is that?
I just put my ticket in my master. Just go ahead as you were.
The hell is this? Is this ASMR, nigga? The way you patting that damn ticket, all I hear is it's like you beatboxing on the damn ticket, man.
Nah. It's Masters week. It's not sweet. But don't get me started on this mic, cuz. Now go ahead.
Oh my God. Will, a lot of excitement, man. Like, look, we got invited to the Masters by USGA President Fred Paul, man. We're going to be heading down to Augusta. We are recording this for the folks out there watching. This is a Monday recording. We heading to the Masters tomorrow. I've never been. Shocker, I get it. This is one of my goals in life. Will, but I'm a little nervous about my first Masters experience. I'm a little nervous.
It's going to get to the point to like, why? And then you're going to be like, I understand. So when you're not allowed to have phones on the property and you're going to use the actual rotary phones that they have available for you, it's old money energy. This is the 89th edition of the Masters, right? And to think how far it has come since the great Horton Smith won it.
There you go.
the great Horton Smith won it 89 years ago is pretty remarkable that we're about to step on hollow ground this week. And I'm glad to do it with you, brother.
Here's the thing. And this is where I'm nervous. I'm not really nervous about the tradition. We've talked in previous episodes how I am a golf traditionalist. But
yes,
I'm doing something that might be unprecedented. I'm bringing my wife with me. And I'm more nervous about her in this space with the traditional golf fans, no phones, walking far up and down the hills, traversing those hills at Augusta. I'm worried about her complaining and getting on my damn nerves. That's what I'm most nervous about if I'm being a 100, all the way unadulterated 100 with you, man. I'm nervous that she's going to ruin my experience. So any advice to first-time Masters goers that are going with their wives?
I would say this. I think it's not fair that she gets to experience this. No offense, because I don't really take your wife as a golfer. I don't remember her being a golfer prior to her meeting you. So the fact that she has a privilege to step on the Masters property within the umpteen years of knowing you, and granted, you've been a part of golf for 40 years, and you're finally just getting to the Masters. Okay, you've been part of golf 35 years, 32 years.
Okay, I'll take 35. We'll call it 35.
Okay, 35 years. The fact that you get an opportunity to step on the property 35 years later, and she's been part of golf for the length of time you guys have been married.
Yeah. Now you hear now you feel me. You feel me. That's what I'm saying.
I just say this. No disrespect. Just make sure she know what a bathroom is. Because you ain't got time to be like, we got to go to the bathroom. We got to walk back over there. You ain't got time. It ain't that type of PGA Tour event. It ain't that type of event. I mean, you might just need to give her a couple bucks. Like, here you go. I taught you. Meet me here where the street lights come on.
Right. Look, we're going to be over here with it, and then I'll pull up. You know, it's funny. I actually went and made sure we went out before I came down. I did PGA Tour live for the Valero, Texas Open, and I was like, look, let me get you. We're going to get you some shoes and some insoles.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we're gonna be putting in work.
One of the great junior golfers out of Augusta told me how tough Augusta is. A guy by the name of Shepard Archie, for those of you who may not know. All right, so speaking of misses and hits and misses, Doug, who you got this week, dog? This is always fun part of, Augusta and, the majors. This is where you and I would go head to head and figure out who has the most knowledge and who can predict the most in the game. And curious, who you got? Who you rolling with?
Oh my gosh, that is such a loaded ass question. Last year, let's flash back though. Last year, I did say Ludwig Aberg was going to take the Masters, came in second. So I feel pretty good about my pick. Mm-hmm. And I'm about to be the most cliche MFer in golf history. And you already know what that means. We saw him on Tuesday of the Players Championship. He allowed us to hit golf balls and film it, and we talked to him, we chopped it up. I'm going to take the cliche-ass pick. Rory McIlroy will finally conclude the career Grand Slam this year. He's already got 2 wins on the season. He had 1 win. He had multiple wins last year on the season, but he had that win with Shane Lowry at the Zurich. I think that put him in a different headspace. Rory traditionally plays the Valero Texas Open, which is the week before the Masters. He said, to hell with y'all in Texas this week. I like the prep. I like how he's hitting it. Taylor May got new drivers out. Rory said, to hell with that too. I'm hitting this old shit. I'm going Rory McIlroy, completes the career Grand Slam 2025. You say Rory McIlroy, I'm going to be pissed.
No, he and this is kind of not
Pissed.
fair how I'm answering this. I'm saying this is going to be the year of the runner-up. What I mean by the year of the runner-up, I think, the past 5 years, the runner-up finishers, I believe, will win. Ludwig Oberg, going back to Rory. I think this is going to be that year. So when you think about Ludwig, right? Ludwig, he lost by 4 strokes to Scotty last year. He's been playing well. Won Genesis Invitational this year. Think about Roy McIlroy when he lost in 22 to Scotty Scheffler. If Roy win this week, he'll not only will he complete his career Grand Slam, he'll be joined by 2 others, or he'll join 2 others by winning the Masters and the Players in the same year. So I really think this could be the year of the runner-up. Will Zalatoris, he's always performed well at the Masters. He lost to Hideki Matsuyama in 2021. Cam Smith, he's like my version of Angel Cabrera. Just shows up.
Don't forget, Angel Cabrera won on the Champions Tour.
That's what I'm saying. Just recently.
I feel you.
Just recently. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, last week.
So that's what I'm saying. So Cam Smith and Brooks Koepka are like my Angel Cabrera. I don't know where the hell he been, but I think they're going to show up. So
Angel been in prison.
That motherfucker was locked up. They won't let me out.
How many air swings had Angel Cabrera made in the last 2.5 years?
I mean, it depends on how many he got in gym pop. Shit. I mean, between lunch and when he got his 1 hour outside, shit, I can imagine he was grinding. But what I'm saying is though is like, Phil Mickelson 2023 was a runner up, I think, to John Rahm, right? So. Oh, like these guys know their way around. It's just a matter of luck or fortuitous bounces, whatever. But I really think it's going to be the year of the runner up.
So are you going with Zalatoris for final answer?
No, I'm not going with Zalatoris, Gaylord Fokker. I'm going with Brooks Koepka. I'm mad at Brooks. Let me tell you though, I don't want to go with Brooks, but I'm mad at Brooks. Let me tell you the story. I'm so damn.
Go ahead, let it out. Look, air out, man. You got to get things off your chest.
Man, Brooks. Let me tell you, at the TGL, Brooks played me like I was traditional media. Before the match, the players come out, they're hitting balls into the screen. Cool. And, we get to, as being the ambassador of Jupiter Links, I get to get my interviews in, talk to, Tiger, talk to Kev, talk to Max, whoever's there, Tom Kim, all of them, even some of the opposing team, opposite team. And Brooks was there. And I'm like, oh, there go BK, my guy. Man, I thought he was kind of dancing around me, like not trying to talk to me, but I was like, he ain't talk. He just don't see me.
You don't see
I was like, B,
my dog say he don't see me. I'm not out here with you.
He don't see me, dog. I ain't one of the traditional media. I was like, so B, man, let me get a couple words from you. And the way he said, like, no, like it.
He said no. He didn't even give you no word. He gave you a word.
Nah, he was like
a singular word.
Bro, man, F Brooks Koepka right now. I'm off him. I'm
cool.
But
all the rumors circle around about the LIV players trying to come back and where Brooks stands and other players. I will give you a random stat though, one probably nobody's talking about, only on Beyond the Fairway. Of the last 10 Masters champions, 5 play on the LIV Golf Tour now. 5.
Great stat.
So we'll see how that transitions. And transitioning, talking about the LIV event, Miami, Mark Leishman got that win. I saw something that I didn't realize. In this world of kind of hate, and, since we free to speak how we want to speak, I don't care. I found it very interesting that Golf Channel last night, post LIV Miami, and we're going to get into the Creator Classic LIV Miami. We'll get into their version of it. ran highlights on Golf Channel. And I was like, since when does Golf Channel run live highlights? Like, I don't know. I don't recall that being a thing. Like, I really don't.
That's the thing, Doug. And I'm glad Golf Channel did it because think about it. This little spat between PGA Tour and LIV, y'all do what y'all want to do. But don't block the people who still want to grow the game and get the information out. Don't make people be one-sided. Yes, we want you guys to solve your problems, but I'm pro golf. I'm pro golf. I'm pro golf first.
How about LIV Golf and the duels with the creators? They see what the PGA Tour has been doing with the Creator Classic and say, you know what? We got an opportunity here to do the same damn thing. We're going to do it a little different. One of the differences, it was a two-man team event with creators. Another difference is, what I found very interesting from LIV Golf is the star YouTuber, Grant Horvat, the homie. LIV worked with Grant and his team to push out the duels event at LIV through Grant's social media, through his personal YouTube account. Now, if I'm the PGA Tour, and I've also invested in you, individual YouTube man, I probably have some shit to say. Hype Golf talking about, Will, how there's some friction now between creators, PGA Tour having accepted the opportunity to play in a LIV's duel event.
I think it goes back to my original statement. Bro, we don't need to get caught in the who's loyal, who's not loyal. It's all about growing the game and keeping the game cool. Because if LIV players and PGA Tour players really recognize how these influencers are making it a tad bit easier on the players, they should be much more appreciated. Doug, you and I are golfers. We made our run. We tried to attempt. We know what golf does to you. We know golf puts you in a trance to where you're only singularly focused. You don't feel like talking to nobody. Your personality goes away as you get more in depth in the game. Try to fix whatever issues that you're dealing with mentally and physically. These influencers are making it light, making it easier on you. Like, damn, man, we know like the players don't always want to smile and talk to nobody. Let these influencers help just a smidgen.
And that's what I saw though at that Creator Classic at Sawgrass, man. Real talk. Grant, every picture, every selfie, every conversation, all of them actually. Fat Perez, they engaged all the audience in a way that I've never seen done by a professional. I'm going to say this loosely, by a professional golfer. Period. Maybe Ricky Fowler. When I think back at Ricky Fowler, Tony Finau does it similar as well. I'd say Tony and Ricky, Jason Day.
Who are the guys, Doug? You and I coming up were the guys that show so much personality to where like I want to be like that guy someday if I ever get to the tour, or I would love to meet that particular person on tour. For me, it was Peter Jacobson, John Daly. For me,
it was Kurt Triplett for me because he had a bucket hat.
Triplett.
Bro, coming up in the game, man, Kurt Triplett had a different swag, man.
He did. And then, did he have a Black Lives Matter on his bag or something like that?
He had a Black Lives Matter in the like, what's it called when you have the thing on the seat? Remember the CDs? It had the advisory. What's it called? The sensory advisory.
Printer advisory.
Explicit content advisory. Kurt Triplett had that on his golf bag going post George Floyd. Like, I was like, wait, what? What in the world? You asked me 10 years ago, this would have been so easy to kind of pop off the top with. Lee Trevino, I really enjoyed. He had hella personality. Like Chichi Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
The more melanated it seems, the more personality you had. You know, it was just, I don't know if that's a trend. I said it, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. This one brother was more melanated than everybody, and I don't know his personality was the greatest, but he's cool behind closed doors. He's cool. He's Vijay Singh. That big frame motherfucker. That dude didn't.
Hey, Vijay Singh used to scare me, dog. Like I seen him when I was a kid, and like he looked down on you at like 6'5", bro. He's intimidating, man.
His glasses made me feel like he judging me. I'm like, he judging me? Like,
hey, young Adam Scott back when he used to wear Burberry though, he was super approachable. Adam Scott, 22nd year on the PGA Tour.
That's because he was knocking all of them down. He was happy.
Hey, but look, here's you and I were talking. We talk a lot off the pod. Most of our conversations should probably be for the podcast. You got some new clubs, and what I don't understand, Will, you said some dumb shit like about clubs. Like as a club guy, you said some dumb shit. You said
What's that?
I don't like new clubs, and I don't like new clubs because they ain't dirty. Like what? Where is your mind when it comes to the shiny new clubs, bro?
I have a thing to where I haven't really switched clubs in the past 4 or 5 years, maybe since my last couple of years of playing, I want to say. I just think having new clubs is stupid. It's just the stupidest thing you can do. So
New clubs are stupid.
New clubs are stupid.
That's your take right now. New clubs are stupid.
I think new clubs stupid because I don't have my center. I don't have my worn out portion in the center of the club face. It's too new. You don't want to scratch it up. So I just got some new clubs and I was hitting off all the rocks yesterday on purpose. I just if it's anywhere in dirt, because I hit a lot of fairways. So that's another thing too. I can't get them dirty. So I even hate playing with a new ball on the first tee. Even in tournaments, I try to find the dirtiest ball in my bag. I just think it's stupid. It just puts you like to perfection. You got to be perfectionist. It's just stupid. It's a stupid thing having new clubs. It's just stupid. I can't explain it.
I've never once questioned your hygiene till today. Never once. Never once. Like,
hey,
if that's your take.
Hey, from a guy, I didn't say my balls got to be stupid.
Okay, you talking about some dirty balls, man. No Diddy. Full Diddy, actually. Full Diddy. Look, Aaron Rai, to this day, on the PGA Tour, a champion on the PGA Tour, a winner. He's going to play in the Masters. My man, I know you, Roger Steele, and a lot of people in that cult that Roger helped build around head covers. My man play on the PGA Tour with head covers. He ain't had no bread growing up. He played with head covers. He want his clubs to stay crispy. You want your clubs to be grimy, out the street, out the mud.
Because where I'm from, I ain't never had a new set of clubs. And then as I got older and started playing this game and developed relationships, had sponsors, I just think having a new set of clubs is stupid.
That's going to be the title of this episode, Stupid Ass Clubs.
Stupid Ass Clubs. So, Doug, I want to ask a question. And I always like your take, and obviously I'm going to give mine as well. When it comes to like the Masters, right? I was sitting down at the table and talking to some non-golfers when I was getting on my flight the other day. And a lady posed a question. She's like, I just don't understand why people are spending so much money to get to the Masters. I don't understand why so many brands are spending so much money to be a part of the Masters. And she asked me a question. She said, what does winning the Masters buy you? And it threw me off. What does winning the Masters actually buy you, Doug?
I'd probably say respect. That's the first thing it buys you. You got to remember, in golf, we don't have a singular championship. Like NCAA basketball, NCAA March Madness. We don't have the NBA Finals. We don't have the Super Bowl. In golf, we have 4 variations of those events, right? And arguably, the Masters of the 4 marquee events in golf is the pinnacle. It's the elevated event. So the Masters is the Super Bowl. It is the Final Four. It is the NBA Finals. It is the Stanley Cup Finals. There is a certain level of respect that you get in your sport. It buys you legacy. It buys you, your name will live on forever. It doesn't get you shit. I mean, you get some bread for it, don't get me wrong. But you're only included into this very unique fraternity. Same thing with the Augusta National Women's Amateur. You're enshrined in this fraternity, sorority in that case, of some of the best players that's ever graced this earth. So what does it buy you? I don't think it's all the way tangible what it buys you. I think it's more intrinsic.
I mean, it was tough for me to ask the question. I mean, I was like, shit, you can get access where you don't have to wait long in a TSA in Atlanta. Like you can skip, you can skip a couple people. I mean, your stock goes up. Obviously, you get the Gatorade deals. You get the Rolex start calling. You get that one white guy that says he wants to take you to lunch, and he tells you at lunch, I always knew you had the game to make it. Like you get that guy. But here's the question. Here's a question. Maybe let's go a little deeper. What does winning the Masters buy you being a person of color?
It buys you the same shit in a game, in a tradition, and a culture, and a society that's been dominated by non-melanated individuals. It buys you access to the table. You get included into the conversation that you would have otherwise been excluded from. And you've done it by the efforts and the hard work, not just by some DEI wave of the fucking wand.
Okay, so what you're saying is if you white and win the Masters, it's a gentleman game. If you black, it's a culture movement.
It's a movement. Look, okay. Case in point. We talked to Alex Thomas. We talked to Ben from Crenshaw. We talked to all these people. When did they start playing golf? Go back.
When they saw Tiger Woods win the Masters.
What day did they buy their golf clubs?
On that next Monday, that following
On that Monday, they went to Roger Dunn out in L.A. Every celebrity in Hollywood saw Tiger win the Masters. So, and you think about it. You go to, what did Seve Ballesteros do for the game when he won the Masters? He made way for Jose Maria Olazabal. He made way for John Rahm. He made way for
all the Spaniards.
Carla Bernat Escudar, who just won the Augusta National Women's Amateur. You look at the litany of players that went through.
Hey, so I couldn't answer the question for the young lady, but it was a good question.
But here's the question I have. We've talked about this before. And I want to start with Fuzzy Zeller's take back when Tiger won the Masters.
Why you gotta bring that shit up, Doug?
Because history actually happened. Fuzzy Zeller did say it's well documented that at the Masters dinner, Tiger Woods would serve fried chicken and collard greens. In that same vein, Will, you win the Masters. What is your Masters dinner gonna be?
I would probably do char grilled octopus and quinoa and corn.
Quinoa.
Hey, why do I feel like and this is speaking to strictly the black community. This is us. This is strictly black community.
Incoming racial statement. Let's preface this.
Yes, white people. I ain't even trying to have y'all listen to this. Sorry. But I do feel like with the next 5 years, we're going to see a football, basketball player named Quinoa. I do. Quinoa for 3. Quinoa. I mean, I saw a No-Sean Marino. There's a No-Sean.
No, nigga.
But no offense to No-Sean. I just didn't know it was really No-Sean. Sorry.
Look, as we close this show, I have to say something because while we're on these names, there was a girl in the Augusta National Women's Amateur. Her name was Asterisk Tally.
Why you gotta bring her up?
To your point, Will. Well, number one, Asterisk Tally is a 16-year-old. And she was talking about the fact that she's like, yeah, I'm probably just finna turn pro, y'all. In the post NY didn't win top 10 interview. She was just kind of like, hey, yeah, I'm probably just gonna turn pro, and I just want to be out there. I don't know if all this other college stuff is for me. Whoop-de-woo, this, that, the third. And I was kind of like, wow, what a world to live in where you can make that statement.
Let me compliment that statement. So Asterisk Tally. Me and her were in the amateur division of the Hilton Grand Vacation LPGA event. I shot 68, 69, 73, 72. And I could not catch this chick. This girl was off. And I heard a lot of LPGA players saying she's ready.
It's fine to be ready. But I would at least go get this NIL bag for like 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, just go experience college.
If you want to be a professional golfer, go ahead and get you an M through all this NIL through this runner-up finish at Augusta National Women's Amateur. Yeah. And then go and do at 17 years old. You still got hella time. Anyway.
Let me tell you this. Hold on. I struggle with seeing a lot of young men and women do the jump to professional golf. And what I've seen, just over years, is there's a moment where you're stuck. You're in that stuck moment where you're trying to raise money, trying to find some bread to keep the ball in the air. I just want to make sure these kids are ready when they go out there.
Well, maybe she'll get lucky as she cruises into professional golf.
She's ready, though.
She's going to hit you what I said here in a few seconds.
It just hit me. I'm not fucking with you on that one, bro.
Hey, Beyond the Fairway, man. Dougie Fresco, Will Lowery. We will be on the grounds at Augusta National for this year's Masters. Hey, be sure to check in Beyond the Fairway on IG, TikTok, YouTube. That's where we finna be. Somebody calling me right now. They don't know I'm working. But, yo, everybody, enjoy the Masters. We'll holla at you.